Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name's Rebecca, I'm 44 years old and I'm somebody who used to suffer from multiple sclerosis but who no longer experiences any of the symptoms since I started the carnivore diet a year ago. In my previous video I decided that I would wade into the stormy territories of discussing things with vegans, so I put up a video that discussed whether meat was murder, knowing that it would extend the reach of the channel and bring in people who disagreed with me. And that's exactly what happened, and I'm very happy about that because my channel's not huge, but by the standards of my channel it got quite a lot of engagement. So, and I got new subscribers, and so it was a success. But I do think that I need to reiterate what my main point was. I don't think it was clear. Based on the comments, I think I didn't make myself clear. I brought up plant sentience. Currently there's a lot of research into plant sentience and it's absolutely fascinating. Well, regardless of your diet, it's just a fascinating, you know, the wonders of nature continue to surprise us. We just don't know what's going on in nature and the universe, and it's a constant mystery, and all this new research is absolutely fascinating about the possibility of plant-specific sentience and even cognition. The word cognition has been used in some of the scientific papers. I can put links to all of these papers below that I found, although all you need to do is Google plant sentience and you'll find the same things. So it's a really fascinating topic, and I brought it to light on my channel not to justify meat eating, because that makes no difference to me. I don't even eat plants. What difference does it make? I accept the food chain. I accept that all things that I eat were once alive, and as a fundamental fact of life and part of nature. So I don't have a problem, an ethical problem with eating meat to survive, which is what's happening in my case, because I wasn't going to survive when I was really, really ill. The point is, carnivores are often accused of being murderers by vegans on the basis that animals are just like humans and therefore we shouldn't eat them. And then equally they're saying plants are just like computers, so we can eat them. And I fundamentally disagree with that logic, and that's what I wanted to engage with, knowing that I would get a whole load of backlash. So that's fine. I walked into that. I got called a corpse muncher among many other things, although I actually accidentally deleted that thread. I was trying to pin it and I deleted it. So if you're the one who called me a corpse muncher, please come back and say it again. It was hilarious. But yeah, so the point is that the vegan logic falls down now that plant sentience is something being taken seriously by science. You can't now claim that plants are like computers. You know, there are plenty of arguments against veganism, and I wasn't trying to argue against veganism. You can be vegan if you want and it won't bother me. In fact, I'm sympathetic towards people who are vegans. I just have a completely different experience and my choices are rooted in my health. So all I want is to not be accused of being a murderer. I think that's where I'm at. And I'm perfectly willing to just ignore what these people are saying and carry on, except that I like to debate stuff. I like to think about stuff. And that's the only reason I mentioned my PhD, by the way. My PhD got me nowhere. I actually wonder whether if I hadn't done my PhD, maybe I wouldn't have got sick. I didn't even publish anything, so I'm really not being arrogant when I mentioned having a PhD. I was just explaining why I like to think about stuff and talk about stuff. Are you going to come and pant right next to me while I'm filming a video? Well, come and be in the video then. No, it's my dog. He pants really heavily. It's really annoying. So, literally, the only point I was making is, now that there's plant sentience, there's a problem in that vegan logic. And that's my only point. That logic now falls down. And actually, I don't think entering into these mental gymnastics to try and argue against human nature and our instincts, I don't think it's going to work. I think that if meat is the proper human diet, that's something which we just have to accept. It's just a fact of life. Death is a fact of life. And the food chain is a fact of life. And that's literally all the justification. That I don't need a justification. I'm just observing what is clearly true and striving to make ethical choices within that truth, because there's still choices we can make. We can still reduce the suffering of animals while being carnivores and deepening our respect for the animals, and because they are a source of nutrition for us. So that was it. I just wanted to engage with that logic, and in doing that I cast the net a bit wider and the internet came pouring in and all the mudslinging started. And it's been enjoyable, it's been frustrating, it's been all the things that the internet is, but also the main thing is it's grown my channel that little bit more, and that increases the chances of getting the information out there that meat can heal many conditions. And my main mission in life now is to just extend that knowledge to people who may be sick and isolated and hopeless, to try this if they want. I'm not going to tell anyone what to do. I'm going to fight for people's autonomy to make their own choices about their body. I think there couldn't be anything more important. So that's it really. So thank you very much for your engagement, whether you were throwing insults at me or politely disagreeing with me or agreeing with me. It's all good. And I really enjoyed doing the bits of research that I did, making the video, and not much more to it than that really. I just wanted to clarify that one point. Other than that, I think we live in a wonderful world, a fascinating world, full of miracles, full of mysteries, and it's really not my business what other people eat. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to say really. And I've got a caravan arriving in the next few days, so my next video I'm sure will be about the arrival of the caravan and an update on general life, which doesn't tend to do so well on my channel, but I enjoy making those videos. So I'll look forward to chatting to you all again in the next few days. Take care. All right, bye.